A lot of people, when they're hustling, get stuck writing proposals.
Mm.
Proposals are one of the worst things that you can do. And if your proposal is taking you longer than 20 minutes, you're not efficient. And no one really cares about your proposal. There's a one page and a few paragraphs they actually care about: the guarantee, the service delivery, and like what's actually included and the price, right? Like it's just those terms, right? And people will spend weeks writing a proposal. Why? Just think of
Mm.
that. Like if you can, instead of writing one proposal a week, what happens if you could write 10 a day? So having a quoting system, standard, and this is connected to standardizing your process. And a lot of people can't automate their business, right? Or their job, their side hustle, because everything they do is unique or custom.
So I can hear the passion in your voice when you're breaking down just automating things in general. And a lot of this allows people to kind of buy their time back because, like you said, you don't want to end up owning like just owning a job instead of working a job. You just own a job. So really focusing on automating will really allow you to get your time back so you can invest it in other things. But audience may be wondering, and I'm wondering the same thing. Like, why is automating like so personal to you? Because I really feel that you're really passionate about this.
Well, it's time freedom. It's the only way for you to get time freedom. And I don't believe that automating with people anymore is the way to do it. There's reliability issues, there's consistency issues. We're having more natural disasters than ever before. So, what happens when those systems go offline? And we saw it with COVID, right? The year of 2020, right? Impacted a lot of people not going into the office. People were sick, people died, like stuff happened. And many
Mhm.
companies folded because of they literally had no systems. They weren't equipped to work remote. Now, like this virtual stuff. So the thing is even if you're a one man band, right? A one woman band, one person band, right? You can appear to be 100 times bigger by having a virtual assistant who manages and replies and responds to your emails and can help you do invoicing and stuff like that. That can be one of the best ways to outsource and give you back time freedom. Like, because that means I can go enjoy my life. I can go walk the dog, I can go for a bike ride, I can go have a coffee, I can go have some lunch. Like, that's why you are in this business, right? Like, a lot of people, when they're hustling, get stuck writing proposals.
Mm.
Proposals are one of the worst things that you can do. And if your proposal is taking you longer than 20 minutes, you're not efficient. And no one really cares about your proposal. There's a one page and a few paragraphs they actually care about: the guarantee, the service delivery, and like what's actually included and the price, right? Like it's just those terms, right? And people will spend weeks writing a proposal. Why? Just think of
Mhm.
that. Like if you can, instead of writing one proposal a week, what happens if you could write 10 a day? So having a quoting system, standard, and this is connected to standardizing your process. And a lot of people can't automate their business, right? Or their job, their side hustle, because everything they do is unique or custom.
Mm.
Selling custom doesn't allow you to scale. I have this problem all the time, and this is why we're scaling our own supplement company, and this is why like I share and literally give my resellers or distributors that we set up. I give them all of the automations, all of the systems. I give them everything. And go, hey, here's just go deploy it. You deploy it, you make money, right?
Mhm.
And this is what's really powerful. And a lot of businesses aren't getting on that bandwagon enough to empower others with automation, because we've got a goal now is we want to help uh, 1 million people a year get healthy. 1 million people a year, like just maybe deal with some rashes or cancers or illnesses they've got, like actually help 1 million people get healthy to improve their life. And then that's allows us to build a really big community around that.
Nice. Yeah, you touched on something. And I won't spend too much time on this, but what you mentioned about like custom doesn't allow scale for scale. I think that's why a lot of people are scared, or I won't even use the word scared. I'll say hesitant to do any kind of outbound marketing or outreach because let's say they're focusing so much on making this customized proposal for a cold client that they've never even met before, and it takes them forever to get one out. And obviously, if you're going to be doing stuff like that, it's going to be a numbers game. So it's more so put as many out there as you can,
You
and
have to.
yeah,
But
and
that's on the thought. I think there's one thought that's actually leading to that disaster, that hamster wheel.
what is
Do,
it?
do you know what it is?
Well, I think you already kind of touched on it, but yeah, feel free to let me in.
Like the thought is they're locked on selling one at a time. Try selling 10
Oh,
at a
oh,
time.
right, right, yeah,
Like, how do I sell 10 of these today? How do I sell 10 at a time? That thought process, because then it goes, how do I sell 50 or how do I sell 100 at a time? Because that one thought process changes your whole approach to proposal writing. And if that's all you take away from this weird speaking Australian guy, right? You've taken away one of the most valuable lessons that could 10x your business. And it's easier to 10x a business than it is to 10% it. And this is where what a lot of people don't realize.
oh yeah, I can personally vouch for that. I'm just going back to the trade or skill I bring to the marketplace is video editing, and I used to focus so much on like the proposal, like you mentioned, customizing it for every single client. And I'm not saying be overly generic, but like you said, there's a few things that people really care about. It's the price, your portfolio, and they just want to know that you've seen some of their work. So if you just include those three things in your email outreach or LinkedIn outreach, whatever, that can be very templated. And if you send, it becomes more of a, okay, let me make sure I have enough leads. So you focus on getting those leads, send that information out there, and some people are going to get back with you. But if you sent 100 of them versus 10 customized, overly customized emails, that you might get one back. But if you send 100, you might get 5, maybe 10 back. And if you close those clients, hey, look, that's a better result than you just spending forever on like one proposal.
100% agree with you. And this is the thing that people need to be aware of. It can that's what can help you transition your side hustle from like no one likes being on that hamster wheel or seesaw or whatever it is. Like they all know that feeling, right? It's just like, okay, got a client, worked really hard to get it, fulfill that client, and it's like you lose all momentum. And sometimes all you need with your marketing and lead generation is momentum in a pipeline, because the proposal that you send today may not close today. It may close in 10 months from now.
Exactly.
Like, so the thing is that's why just that one and that's that living paycheck to paycheck mentality too. It's just like, okay, this is what shifts it. I know this may be, you might be like, this guy's an arrogant dick, but okay, right. But the thing is sometimes you just need to hear a hard truth. And I wish somebody told me this stuff earlier in my career.
Right. Well, I can personally say that's not my opinion of you. You come off as someone that's very genuine and blunt, and that's much needed when you're going to be an entrepreneur, or if you're going to take your side hustle from side hustle to full time and leave the 9 to 5. Your approach to receiving any kind of feedback or truth has got to change. As an employer, you're kind of afraid of that because if you make a mistake, or there's a fear that's kind of embedded in us as employees, because that's bad as an employee, but as an entrepreneur, it's part of the process. You need that information to make the adjustments needed, upgrade your system, and get you that much closer to getting the result that you want.
100%. 100%. And feedback is your biggest opportunity for improvement. And the problem is a lot of people don't even set up a system to get feedback. And if you don't have a system to get feedback, how on earth do you even know if you're messing up or missing an opportunity for you to add another $10,000, $20,000 a month? It's not. And if people think, oh, you must be doing something bigger or better or no, you'll be amazed at the little things you can do that could add literally another $10,000 a month, which that could be the whole life-changing thing for you right now.